Another wrestler mentioned you this week, positively. Your boy Alex Shelly. Someone asked.
Finally, I see somebody likes me.
Someone asked him what he learned from being with you for like a year, right? You guys were together
Yeah, we were
for.
together for. I mean,
And this
paparazzi.
was his response on. This was on Twitter. Um, I know the guy that asked him this question. Not that we planted it or anything, but
On the Kliq this podcast,
Oh,
and he always has high praise for you. Like anytime your name gets brought up or anything like that. What is some of the major things that you kind of learned from Kevin, like moving on with your career and developing?
Like I've learned from Kevin in life, not just wrestling, because I was with the guy for over a year, like a lot too, at Impact and then outside the ring as well. And basically, if I had to like really just encapsulate a few of the lessons I got from him, I remember him telling me, "You're most powerful when you don't care." And right. I hate to say it this way. It's not that I don't care about losing the belt. It's that I know that one day I will lose the belt, right? So I don't care what anybody says about it. Like, that's why I have the attitude I do going into these matches coming up. Like, if you can beat me, beat me. Fine. I'm still going to do things my way. I understood working with Kevin, too, that there is something sublime about wrestling as far as connecting with the audience. The audience sees through a lot of bullshit. If something isn't authentic, and usually that's the case of the wrestlers themselves, trying to do something that doesn't come naturally to them, whether that's emotionally or physically, the fans will catch on and that'll rattle the wrestlers too. So he said the best way to be successful is honestly go out there and entertain yourself. Do what comes naturally to you. Do what you think is going to be cool or different or interesting or easy or fun. If you can do those things, then it parlays with success. And I do agree with that completely. I mean, there's way more lessons in that, but those two I thought were quite paramount.
Plays right into what we've been talking about with doing something authentic rather than impersonating, right?
Well, and that's the whole thing. It's just like there's so many people that agree that that LA is doing the
Rock thing,
a Rock / Austin, and it's just I mean, the guy's been in the business for like 10 years. I mean, he was in like why didn't he get over anywhere else?
Well, wasn't the thing that he was going to be let go, or he said he feared being let go last year?
I've always said that if you're not over in 3 years, you're just not going to. It's just not probably going to happen. That used to be. Then I would go down to NXT and I'd ask a guy, I'm like, "How long you been here?" He'd be like, 4 years, 5 years. I'd be like, "This is before NXT was like had its own show." That's just these guys were like in developmental for 4 years, 5 years. I'd be like, but and the whole thing too is it's really easy when you're 6'10" and 305 pounds, drug free, to say, yeah, well, I made it. Of course I made it because I was the biggest human being that was in the business, and Vince loved size, and we had the feds down our back. So, but just because the stars align right for you, the stars align right for Kenny because he didn't get paralyzed. There's a lot of luck in what we do. I'm just not going to take all the assets that I've gathered in the last 30 years and go to the roulette wheel and put it on double green 0 and give it a spin.
Because that's the plan.
Yeah, that to me. I'll put it and I'll just continue to put my money in my little Berkshire Hathaway Class B stock. And I think anybody that's been watching this show, I think I brought it up at around 270-ish. I don't know what it closed at today, but I think it's around 343. So I don't know. If you're out there and you're making 10, 12% on your money, hey, God bless you. And if you're not, and you're worried about what kind of wheels you got on your car, have a good life.